I am still cringing from the finger guns moment. Welcome back to Transport Fever 2 with Steve. I'm Steve. Anyway, let's play the intro. Is it over yet? I think it is. Right, okay. So I was just drinking my my milkshake. I have milkshake, I'm an adult, you can't stop me. Anyway, we have here a map. For me, it was 5 seconds ago. For you, a few days, maybe, depending on how quick I render these videos out. But we have been marking out where we're going to put our stations in dirt. And boy howdy do we love dirt. We need to start getting trains on this line, or at least some sort of industry. I've not even thought about how to get the grain on here yet, but we're going to sort that out first, because we built this last time. We've got this balloon-shaped roll-on, roll-off station, so we're going to be using that. We've got our Kitson diesel and steam hybrids running up and down the line, making a dandy loss, but they will not forever, because the towns will expand and encompass these stations, and everything will be Gucci. But to make the towns expand, we need both machines from over here, which you're producing a fair amount of, and food to really increase the commercial areas. The idea is, actually, I'm going to have Boulder Bay up here. You're going to be largely industrial, since you have the mill, the steel mill, literally in you. So we're going to be delivering a lot of machines to Boulder Bay, and we're going to sort of keep the food at a minimum. And we're going to deliver as much food as we can to Breakers Bridge. So this is going to be like a very commercial area. People will come to Breakers Bridge to do shopping. And then we're going to have a large amount of people, residents, living in Beach Town. So this is where I'm going to have the most capacity for a residential area. So we're still going to deliver both essentials, just not in as large an amount as we did at the other two towns. And this should encourage passenger movement from town to town, because people from Beach Town, if they're looking for work, they'll catch a train to Boulder Bay, and if they're looking for shopping regions, they'll go to Breakers Bridge. People in Breakers Bridge who are looking to go to work will go to work in Boulder Bay if they want residential. This is how you do passenger flow. It is not something I've just thought up right now. This is something I've been thinking of for a while. He lied. Anyway, I really actually need to watch one of these videos back, because I have no idea if this microphone quality is any good at all. It looks good from the little bar I'm seeing flashing, but I should have really watched one back before I recorded 4 back-to-back episodes. Oh well, such is life. If not, I can overdub, or I can just say, welcome back to Transport Fever, you missed quite a lot of things. But I've got the footage, so that could be time lapses. It's not all lost. Anyway, I would just like to get going, really, because I've got 30 minutes to connect everything. It's not going to work, but we're going to do what we can. So, grain. I'm going to build you out here. So this line's going to actually head towards this station over here. So we're going to just deck in that road. We're going to build a 2-tracked, go for King's Cross, 120, 160. It's about the length of the bit of dirt, isn't it? We want a medium station building. No, we'll go for large. Would be big. Medium, actually, with a bridge. With no catenary. We're going to pop you in there like that. Okay. How are we going to get that through the town? I don't know. Probably should have lowered that, actually, thinking about it. Because we have actually got quite a big height difference here. Shouldn't. Damn it. It will come back to that one. That station's just there as like a placeholder. So we're going to build this out parallelogram. There we go. Build you out there, like that. So we'll get to about here, I'd say. Then we can do the connection. So run through the middle of the fields, middle of the countryside. This will hopefully, if the town expands, give us more options for more stations on the line to make suburban services. I have no idea. The idea is that the entire island is covered in town. So every piece of this track will be a viable place for a station. There'll be stations here, hopefully. I really hope so. I want to get towns that big. I swear I've seen towns that are bigger than this whole island in one go. I swear. It's not a very big island. So we got to do this. That's our mission, man. That's our mission, yo. Innit? Right, I'm leaving. Goodbye. Just kidding. Just readjusting myself because I'm doing this whole thing on the floor. Because I haven't got a desk. Fun. Buildings. We want you, because you have the grain facilities. 160 centimeters? No. 240 meters. I'm going to pop you in there. You are already low down. Are you naturally going to go below these two lines? No, you are perfectly on grade. I don't like that. We're going to build down. And we're going to just pause the game. Going to delete these two sections of track so I can make bridges out of them. I'm going to build down. I've got an autosave happening, but that's never stopped me before. I'm going to build down into a tunnel, but I don't want the actual tunnel, I just want the cutting. Give me the cutting. There we are. Don't want the tunnel. Give me the cutting. Thank you. Nice, nice big sheer-sided cutting. The reason I don't want the tunnel is because by the time the tracks go over the top of it, they'll foul the tunnel. So that's why I don't want a tunnel. And it will come up and join onto that line that way. So I'm going to build these two here. See, look, they don't build a bridge. It's not low enough. But I can make the ground low enough. If I do terrain tools, down. Why isn't it downing? Hang on. Go down. There we are. Lower the land there. It's hit water. That's always going to generate a bridge. Water will always generate a bridge. Fun facts with Steve. We're going to have one of these metal bridges on that line. And then we'll get rid of the water. I can't. The bridge is built into the water. That's fine. We've got a texture anomaly. That's okay. We have the same thing here. So I'm just going to take your land height and I'm going to steal you. Build another bridge there. Doesn't work. Bit more. Bridge, please. I can make it a really ugly humpback, but that's not going to work. We just need a bit more of reduction in land height to generate the bridge. There's water. Guaranteed bridge. We're going to go for the same style so it's consistent. And we'll try and just smooth everything out. Get rid of the water. There we go. So we've got our grain line running underneath here. Single track for now, but that's fine. And we'll run you up to here, up to this line. Boink. Run you down there. So it's going to be a single grain train running back and forth. I've left a nice gap down here. So there's a lot of trains. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 tracks. Oh boy, that's fun. So the grain train, nice long one, will run down here. Then it will merge into the station here. Probably should make it merge in a bit faster so it clears the sections quicker. Yeah, there we go. The track's not letting me build, but we'll go back to there. Can I build that longer section? Yep, okay. There we go. That is just ridiculous. That is mad. That's going to be awesome when that's absolutely just fully populated with trains. So we need signals. I'm going to pop one there. So it's 4 grain farms, so I'm hoping to have grain coming from all corners of the map. When I say corners, all bits in the middle. So we're going to build you there. We've got 7 million for the grain train. Just going to fast forward time a little bit, get a little bit more money. Got a few deliveries on the way in. You are already being really hounded. You need more capacity. 80 capacity and a better loco. 31 mile an hour is still the aim of the game here, so we don't need anything quick. We're going to take one of those. Yep, sure. 4 million. Wham that in. Let's have a look at this engine. So what have we got here? Oh, we've got different camera views. Page up and page down. Do it. Where's my page up button? There. Oh, look, we're in the cab. We're in the cab on the other side again. Look at the detail. Is that one moving? Is that needle moving? No, I can also hear shoveling. That's awesome. Page up. Okay, page up. Oh my god, no. Well, at least there's the motion. Here you are. Bet that's a point of view you never wanted before. Oh, look at that animation there. That is stunning. That's far better than anything else I've done. So smooth as well. I wonder if that's pre-rendered animation that's been exported. Let's look at inside the engine. You've got frames, you've got a plant pot, you've got the springs. It's a very well done engine. Very nicely done. Even with my compressed low textures. Very nice. I love the sounds as well in this. Oh, has it just fouled the... It has. It's just fouled the track. Maybe it's a bit too long. How long is it? 158. That is too long. 120 is the max. So 56 capacity. We can improve on that. At 120. 72 capacity. 121. 1 meter should be fine. That sounds awesome. So, let's talk about the engine. I don't know a whole lot about these, but we'll have a quick chat. So, this is a BBO 210-0 by the look of it. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 210-0. Still too long, mind you. These are basically engines from like the Austria area and were mainly used for hill climbing and pulling passenger and freight trains over the Austrian Alps. I've been using the KKSTB/BBO/OEBB trains for like ages in Transport Fever. I have a huge like amount of respect for the guy that modded them. I think they're the reason I got into modding, because I wanted to make something as cool as they were. They're just so awesome. Look at that. And it's such a unique smoke box design as well. I wish I just knew more about the engine. Taper boiler. I know there's some Charles Collet from the Great Western influence in it somewhere. I know there's a connection with the Great Western Railway, but look at that. I look at the tender. It's just so beefy. And the sound effects are just so grandiose. Love the funnel as well, spark arresting and all that jazz. There we go, we've got a few European engines knocking around. It's mostly English mods, like I said, but I've enabled a bunch of other stuff as well, so we can have a bit more variety. Mod's a mod. We're not going for realism here, we're going for trains. As it gets towards the modern era, it's going to be literally all British stuff. But in this earlier time, we've got a bit of steam, a bit of American, bit of whatever just sort of landed in the mod basket. I just sort of like threw something out there, and whatever lands in it is what I'm using. Okay, so how much steel? 300 steel? Maybe we should have gone for more than one train. Okie dokie, let's advance our track infrastructure here. Okay, so we need another bit of track here. Let me build some track, thank you. I'm gonna run you around like that. Hear the kitten. Okay, so we've got a tiny piece of double track here, just so the trains don't get stuck. And for 5 million, can we do a duplicate? No, we cannot. Okay. Hopefully we will after these two all deliveries. There's another KKSTB engine. Look how fast it accelerates compared to the Baldwins. Oh, that's awesome. I'm replacing one of these with one of them. That's awesome. That was so fast. That was crazy. There's trains everywhere. That's the goal of this. Just trains absolutely everywhere. Just some kind of train fever going on here. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. Look at all the coal. 500 coal. And it's going down because it can't handle that sheer amount of coal. Oh, this is going to be difficult to actually handle the amount of cargo here. Oof. Right. These two guys shuttling back and forth. You've got a load of planks, you're just running low on your steel because you've had a little tank engine doing it. That only just fits under there. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Here comes a plank train, half full, as you'd expect. How are these doing now? 2 people! We've improved! That does definitely get catchment. Just doesn't get a lot of it. Obviously just isn't a lot of desire to go from here to there. Oh well. We'll keep them on for now. They'll get people eventually, like the other one did. See, that's now got 13, 14... I guess it's just not a lot of desire to travel, but once this becomes a food and commercial hub, oh, then we're talking business. Real business. Just need a grain train, and we've got enough money. 6, 7 million. Right, what we're going to use for the grain train? 8 million. We've got lots now. Steam power. We'll do electric at another point. So we've got these that we've just used. 37 mile an hour, but they are hella powerful. And we've got these 62 mile an hour, hella powerful, but they've got less tractive effort. We've got the Finsbury tanks. I do like the Finsburys. One of my own. But it's going to be too expensive, I think. Got the A3. A bit too much. Royal Scots. They were never designed for freight, but at 4 million it could be used. Fury at 5 million. No, thank you. Another Kitson still. That's 60 mile an hour. Considering the wagons do 50, it's very tempting. You do 37. Sadly, there isn't like a 47 mile an hour engine or something. Something in the middle. We've got 62, but that's 3 million. I think we're going to end up using a Kitson to pull it. I don't know. You're not very powerful. The choices that we have to make. What about Baden? 2 million, 56, 789 by 1900. That's more powerful than the Baden and faster, but not a whole lot different. But it is a weird little hybrid engine. But we've got it, might as well use it. So we're going to pop one of you on the front. And we're going to take a bunch of grain. 120. Then we're going to pop another one on the back. We can't afford that. We can afford that, and it's mediocre. So we'll go for that. We've got 15 wagons and a Kitson still. Go for one of you to one of you. Uses the loop, perfect. And we're going to go to Breakers Bridge, grain. Yes. Yes, that's perfect. Just making sure that's going to be fine. Yep, okay, let's go. Pulling out the depot. Makes an interesting noise with the diesel and the steam at the same time. So I don't remember what you're doing. You're doing about 30 mile an hour. Hopefully you'll speed up a little bit to 50. There we go, we're accelerating now. Here's some more trains. Got a coal train coming in here. Got the steel train dashing off down there. Running straight through the station. Now we're going down through the part. Very romanticised area for a grain train to be running through. And then we get to the roller coaster stage. So we're running off the map now, off the island, down the bridge, round and underneath. Does it make it underneath? Barely. Running up through the cutting now, and we're going to do a 180-degree turn. Quick, hold on. You're going to fly off. Ooh, physics hates that. But then we come into the station and we get money. How much do we get for 2 wagons? 170,000. But hopefully that'll be a lot more. So we've got the grain, we've got the food. Let's deliver the food to the town it's in. So buildings, we're going to go for one of yous. We're going to go for actually 2 platforms at 30 meters. We're going to pop one of y'all in there. Where's the food exceptions area? So we're going to pop one building there. We're going to put one building there. We're going to get a road depot. We're going to put the depot in the other area over here, so it matches the tram one. And for our trucks, in this case I might actually use the traction engine, because you've got these very large ones that take 30 food at once, so you could just use 2 of them. So we've got number 1 for line 1. Connect. Build the line. Come on, you're thinking about it. I know you're thinking about it. Where are you? There we go. So you are Breakers Bridge int food 1. So BRE int food 1. And then we go over here, buy another traction engine with another 3 wagons. And then there to there. And that is Breakers Bridge int food 2. Not 3, 2. There we go. So now we have these traction engines. Shall we do what we did with the steam engines? Have a look at the traction engines? Yeah, why not? Let's have a look. Where are they? So we're going past Nationwide, and as we turn around, there's our traction engine. This is my first road mod, I believe. And as you can see, it's got steam, courtesy of Urban Games, so let us do that. There's a whistle. I believe the sound is actually Fred Dibner's traction engine. I believe I recorded that. Anyway, so in the middle in here, you do have a little bit of animation. So you've got the main piston crank, and you've also got the return one. There's not a whole lot going on. It's just two polygons just jostling around. These wheels are actually based from the ones on this steam carriage that comes in the game. So the American one, as is the boiler. That's the same as the American one. The flywheel, that was a pain in the bottom a pain in the bum. We're well northern then. Pain in the bottom to animate. As you can see, it's slightly pulsating, but whatever. And that's the traction engine. It's got a roof. One of my first custom textured things where I made the UV map myself. You can tell it's an early one, but I like it and it works well, and it goes chuff 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 chuff. Anyway, and you're gonna get us lots of money with lots of food eventually. You've not got a lot of grain. That's because you've used it all up already. Where's my grain train at? Oh, it's already got loads of grain. And you're already nearly full on one trip. Let's follow the Kitson. Under the bridge, up and round. Chugging along. You're doing 34, 35, 37. 42. We're overtaking the coal train, actually. That's impressive. That's coal, that's iron ore, you idiot. Running under here. Through the bridge. Obviously, this is on fast forward, going a lot faster than in real life. Whoa, proper going for it. Let's watch it from the outside here. Spinning round. Woo! How much do you reckon we're going to get? I reckon it's going to be 2 million. Easy. 2 million. That's my final answer. Then we can get back to building passenger trains. $1.59, damn it. But that's still a lot, so hopefully we have other grain trains sharing that same platform there. We've got another grain farm over there we can do something similar with. Passengers. So we've got this line over here. So what we're going to do here, I'm either going to just like blitz it through the town and have level crossings everywhere, remodel the town to fix it, or I'm just going to lower the station. I think I know which one I'm going to do. So I'm going to delete the track out and back there. That made no noise for some reason. Buildings, King's Cross, 2 platform. We're going to just take you and you're going to lower you down. I'm pressing the comma key here, or the one with the less than arrow on it. I believe that that will create a tunnel on each end. So yeah, we're getting London Underground vibes. So we're going to do an underground sort of metro here. Sadly, underground stations aren't really a thing. You can mod them in, but guarantee, I don't know how you do it, but that mod looks finicky, so I ain't using it. So we're going to have your station just be underground there. That for now it's just going to terminate, so I'm going to just build a third platform just to allow termination here. The third tunnel. Plus side, whatever, of using underground stations is that you can bridge it with the road later on. So we're just going to build the road under here. Can I have an underground connection, please? Let me do that. Yes, it will. Bit shoddy. There we go. So it will just connect underground, and I can just build that up to the surface. Up and round like so. There's the 2.5 billion again. But no, we're going to build to there. That's fine. So if you want to go and get the train, you just got to walk down. What is... I don't like that. No, no, thank you. There are certain things that I can accept, and that is not one of them. So we're going to build you from there to there. Nope, okay. We'll get this, we'll get this, we'll get this. So you need to go to the station there, but there's a road in the way. Yep, that allows it, and that allows it. That doesn't. That does. How bad does that look this end? It's fine, so they'll just walk down there, whoop, into the station. And then this road will come over the top of the station here in a grandiose bridge. I said grandiose, not wooden. Actually, I'm not offended by that. We're going to go for that. We're going to go for a wooden bridge. No heavy trucks, please. And then another one at this end. Straight road, please. Another wooden bridge. Keep up the style. Good work. And we need the piece of track. So at some point this needs to actually come up to the surface. giving us more real estate here to build railways and town expansion. So that goes all the way back to where the Kitson line for the grain comes in, so that can go under like that. So that it probably needs to be a bit of a longer tunnel. Don't know why it's trying to build above ground so eagerly. There we go. Now you can build up. Okay, now you're not building up. Game, do what I say, not what I do. There we go. That's more like it. That gives us quite a nice cutting working down. A little bit of underground there for the town to build over. And it gives us other areas here to branch out to other parts of the town. Yeah, like that. So we can just build other underground areas. I like it. I like where I'm going with this. I had the world's itchiest ear then. That was amazing to feel. Oh, I feel much better after that. So we're going to do the same tunnel method again. Put another track here that we won't use. Then we're going to parallel it. So we're going to just build a tiny section of track here. Like that. Then through the tunnel. And delete here. So then we get this lovely double portal. I wish this small tunnel here had the same textures as this. Okay, I am a modder, but I would not know how to do this. Can somebody make the small tunnel in that style? And can someone make that tunnel in the small style? I know it's probably just a texture thing. Let's have a look. That looks like actually a different model. It looks like a different 3D model entirely. Just the textures just need to map. I might have a look at it. I am no good though at that sort of thing. I'm a 3D train maker. I'm not an asset editor. I've tried it once at broad gauge and it was a failure. So if someone can do that, that would be great. I don't know who I'm looking at to do that. I don't know who would. It seems like something that Mad Hatter would do. But there's a mission for someone. I might look into it, but I'm up to my own arse in commissions right now. And I'm not doing them tonight because I'm making this stupid video. Hey ho. So we're going to just delete that chat there. And there we are. So we've got the terminating platform here. Temporary terminating platform. In the future, this platform will probably be closed down because all the trains will be going through here. And then Jago Hazard can make a video about it. So we're going to just put some signals in there, put one signal in there, signal that up, signal that up, signal that up, one more signal there for luck, and there. Now this is not a terminating platform here, this is a terminating platform, so I am going to just nick this one, like so. You can still come in there, so it's going to be a shared platform now. No, I don't want to build a dock. What'd you do that for? Silly game. Dock off. So this is going to be lots of tracks merging in on one platform. We've got they're all going to the same place, ironically. So you've got the Kitsons going in there, and you've also got I'm going to call it the Metropolis. Metropolitan. There we go. Metropolitan line. Coming down here to the underground. If you actually have a look though, the catchment area for these stations, while being close together, is entirely different. So this station here pretty much captures this entire area here near the beachfront, and here. This station captures the industrial sector and the more residential part over here. So it'd be interesting to see actually which one gets more people. You've got one person, so it's not going to be hard to beat. Let's build a depot. We've got one here. Is that depot usable? Can we take a track through here and connect it up? I'm guessing not. No, we can't. What about through here? No, so we need another depot. That's fine. More infrastructure is always fun. Gonna pop you on. Can we put you in the junction? There we go. Pop you there. Another switch track going up and up like that. I'm just gonna do a bit of landscape texturing right now with that asphalt. There we are, asphalt. So that's the same colour as that, is it? No, that's a darker colour. There, that's the same one. So we're just going to fill all this in with that colour. I don't know why it's not painting all the surface with the ballast, but hey ho. Got some of it here. Maybe steep side needs to be enabled. No, it just doesn't. Okay. So yeah, got a little bit of texturing going on there, and this entire area actually probably could be filled in with some gravel. Actually, no, that's crav. Go for some dark gravel. Fill this industrial area in there. There we go. Got another. Just do that industrial area like that. There we go. It's not about being pretty, but there we go. It looks a little bit more used and industrial rather than just like I've built on that field. Here is my field. We've got 13.4 million to buy a train for this passenger line, which will make us a loss. So we've got the Kitsons, they do 65. We've got these that do 80. Oh, Kitsons, no, we've got the Finsburys that do 85. Actually, yeah, we've got Metropolitan Finsbury Tank here. We'll use that, might as well. Passenger, we've got some the British Pullmans, got 6-wheelers. They do 62, you do 60. Perfect. We want you to be in red. I have not installed colours. We're just going to have default colours. 380,000, 1.57 million. They take quite a lot of people though. We'll just stick with LMS for now. So go for 4 of those coaches, 1 train, 11 million. Let's make a loss. Let's go on. Let's do it. So you go from there down the line to there. I don't like what platform you've chosen, but we will stick with it for now. So at the moment you are just beach. So you are Breakers Bridge to Beach Town Metro. And we are going to stick this as a one-way signal, forcing it to use the other platform. All I've got to do is... nope. Yes, why are you not... There we go. No, you're not using the right platform at here, are you? There we go. So now we have our train. Let's have a look. And this will be the last one we look at. We'll end the episode in a minute. We'll just have a quick look at the Finsbury Tank, and I want to tell you a little bit about it because I've been itching to. So, this is the Finsbury Tank. This was a locomotive designed in 1905 by Mr. C.F. Cleaver. Now, this locomotive never actually existed. This was a proposal for the Finsbury Technical College to what a tank engine in the year 1910 could possibly look like from whatever trends they had at that point. Basically, they were having very early 444s and 464 tank engines, so they extrapolated that to a 484 tank engine for metropolitan services and for commuter goods. So these tank engines were designed for fast, high acceleration to 60 or so miles an hour and high speed, along the same sort of lines as the O10O Decapod from the Great Eastern Railway. These locomotives were never built. They were introduced never, but in my game they're built in 1910, and they come in a range of colours, as if a company like the Metropolitan Railway were to have bought some. If they saw how good they were, they bought some. There's some for the London North Eastern, LMS, Lancashire, Yorkshire, Great Central. I really like this engine. It's one of those weird ones where it's an engine that was designed and drawn out, never built. I do like unbuilt engines. It was actually issued in a 1905 issue of the Railway magazine that I have. I actually took I took a picture of the drawings in the magazine and built this engine to the original drawings. So it never ran in reality, but this is as close as you'll ever get. I don't think it's ever been modelled. There's no results for it. Excuse me, mashed the microphone. There's no results for it on the internet at all, this Finsbury Tank. So as far as I'm concerned, this is the only instance of it that exists as a 3D form. There's no resources for it online. But eventually Mr. C.F. Cleaver would go on to build and assist building the Great Western Railway's diesel rail cars, the streamlined ones. So he did have quite a good career. He probably designed this engine in his mid-20s before going on to work for the Great Western Railway. The key things about this engine, it's got a huge smoke box. I don't know why. It's what his drawings had. It's got a round top firebox, quite large side tanks. I imagine it had quite a large water capacity. A very large bunker at the back, very reminiscent of the Hughes 464 locomotives of the same era. You've got sandboxes at the front. You've got inclined cylinders there heading to the second axle to drive it. This particular one from the Metropolitan, they've invested in putting middle cylinders in there, so there's a third cylinder underneath there for 3-cylinder drive. The original one was 2 cylinders, but this is 3 cylinders. You've got the smoke box door. This is the design Mr. Cleaver. The square lamps are my own design because I was too stupid to figure out how to bevel, so I could only make square lamps at that point. But everything else is pretty much identical to the original drawing. Even the livery, where the individual lining is identical to Mr. Cleaver's original design. So this is probably one of my personal favourite mods that I've made, which is why I've included it in this playthrough and this video. Because it never existed, so I can claim it sort of as my own, but it is actually Mr. Cleaver's from 1905 and the tank locomotive of AD 1910. Anyway, I leave you with that. I'm going to end the episode and my recording session here. I will probably start exporting the first one now, but I really hope you've enjoyed this little series. I will hope to continue it. There's at least 4 guaranteed episodes now, so you're going to have some content. And an autosave. Perfect timing. I can end the recording. Goodbye, chaps. See you next time.